14-year-old Casey McDaniel was reported missing in Milan, Tennessee in the late 90s. Her body has never been found and no arrest has ever been made. But now, police have named a suspect, 66-year-old Phyllis Ewan Hill, who was just in our headlines last week for a different crime.
Yeah, WREG's Bridget Chapman joins us in the studio now after digging into this case. And Bridget, what do you know about how Hill is connected to the teen's disappearance?
Well, Stephanie, Phyllis Ewan Hill was indicted on child exploitation charges last week. Police say he drove from Tennessee to Mississippi with the intentions of having sex with a 15-year-old. He didn't know the person he was meeting up with was actually an undercover cop who was hoping to tie him to Casey McDaniel's case. Milan Police Chief Bobby Sellers was working dispatch the day 14-year-old Casey McDaniel was reported missing in 1996. It's a case he's never forgotten.
We want to find her body, her remains, and get them back to her family where they can have a proper burial for her and have some closure.
For the first time, he's telling us this man, 66-year-old Phyllis Ewan Hill, has been a suspect from the beginning. Hill was released from prison in January after serving time for trying to kidnap a woman at gunpoint in 2003. Since he's been out, a Milan Police Department employee connected with him online, pretending to be a young single mother with a 15-year-old daughter. Their goal was to get information out of Hill about McDaniel's disappearance.
We wanted to draw this out, try to get more information from him, but some of his actions prompted us to make an arrest a lot quicker than we really wanted to.
An affidavit details his aggression and disturbing messages about how he enjoys beating and raping women and has an infatuation for underage girls. Authorities lured him to a South Haven hotel where he was arrested. He was indicted on child exploitation charges last week, but McDaniel's case still lingers.
We just feel like somebody knows what happened.
Police say there's been several reports of Hill being at the same place as McDaniel at the same time. Some say she referred to him as an uncle. Slowly, more information is coming forward.
I feel really good. I feel better today than I have in a long time about getting some conclusion.
Extra attention was shined on this case after a podcast called Searching for Ghosts featured it last year. Coming up at 10, hear new details from that podcaster, including more on the phone call he received from McDaniel's mother and who she says killed her daughter. You'll also hear from the woman who Hill tried to kidnap at gunpoint. That's the case he just got out of jail for. In the studio, Bridget Chapman, WREG News Channel 3.
We'll look for more tonight. Thanks, Bridge.